Yan. Gold and blue, the colors of national youth. I shall wave the gold and blue, the colors of national youth. Man! Ay! Yeah, good day and you! Oh. Right. I already left and yes, it's a new day. STI, I'm ready. Go for the gold, fight for the blue, national you! Go Bulldogs! Hi guys, my name is Matt. That's my nickname. I'm formerly from National University Manila, and I just transferred here to STI Malolos. Do you want to know more about me? Let's go! But first, let me first change my attire.
1 minute later.
That's more like it. Now we're finally changing in our formal attire. Now I can properly introduce myself to you. Once again, I am Matt Gabriel Binasoy Beltran. My name Matt came from a captain of a cruise ship who my mother used to work with. And Gabriel? Well, it came from the Archangel Gabriel himself. Banal yarn? Nah, I'm just kidding. Off to the next one. So, why did I choose BSIT? Well, most likely I'm not supposed to be here because I'm a former political science student who's supposed to be attending debates, attending seminars about political problems and issues. But, well, I'm here. So, I guess I don't have anything to do about it, but at least I get to study college and I see my future in BSIT as a second course option. It means if ever I plan to retire someday or I try to find a side hustle, this will most likely be my career path. And, di ba? Sabi nila, eka nga nila, for the money daw. Ayan. So, umuulan daw ng pera sa IT. But, I don't think that's the case if you're not enjoying your job. Well, at least, in the end of the day, I still get to learn a lot about IT. And hey, at least I get to know more about computers, right? The 21st century skill that I'm really good at, well, it has to be communicator, or communication, like they say. I wouldn't be talking to you right now like this if, well, I wasn't good at communicating. At first, I developed these skills, of course, ever since I was in elementary. I started to do public speaking, engaging with other people, going out through social activities, engaging with others, even though with strangers that I barely even know who they are. And right now, it's all thanks to that I'm very grateful to my former schools, like National University, that helped me develop this kind of skill that I have today. Well, to be modest, I want to share these great successes and great skills with my now alma mater, STI Malolos. I would want to showcase my skills in debates, in public speakings, and so far and so on, which recommends the skill of communication. And also, there's also a lot of facts about me, which comes into this skill. And later on, in the next question, I will show you one of my greatest successes as a communicator, and it being my most strong 21st century skill. Are you excited? Well, hell yeah I am! Before entering National University, I used to enter a school and study there. It's a familiar school here in Malolos. And that school is Marcelo H. del Pilar National High School, where I spent some time of my senior high school time there. And believe it or not, I made it. I made it to the Sabayang Pagbigkas National Championship and get to represent the school. And you want to know what happened? Well, we became the national champions of the Philippines. Marcelo H. Del Pilar National High School. Let's go! Well, it was all fun. Remembering those times that I acted a lot. Remembering those times that I yelled. Remembering those times when I had to show my overconfidence. It felt so great. And I once called myself Matt Prime during those times, indicating that those days were the best days and were the best versions of Matt Gabriel Binasoy Beltran. Now, leaving NU, and now moving on to STI, I want to further showcase these skills and maybe partake in some competitions that require communication. And if you want a sneak peek about my former video in which we won the national championship, here it is. Well, everyone has their own weaknesses. Let's be honest. This is my strength, you know. My strength and my only strength. My brain, my intelligence. I'm not physically strong. I mean, I'm big, yeah, but physically, no. I'm just limp like this. I know, that was weird. But to be honest, that's my physique. I'm just not strong. I still require training in order to get a strong body, at least. In terms of 21st century skill, my weakness is critical thinking. Man, do I hate those cases that require critical thinking that leaves you up to 2 a.m. in the morning or 3 a.m. in the morning. You start thinking, what the fudge is the answer to this case? And yeah, it's all thanks to this guy. Thank you, National U, for giving me such a headache during my time when I was with you. Nah, I'm just kidding. You know, to me, critical thinking is fun and challenging at some point. Well, it requires a lot of skill, requires a lot of thinking, a lot of reasoning, a lot of analyzing, which I hate, but I find challenging because I still get better in the end of the day. Maybe this time I think very slow because I'm unfamiliar with these types of things. But with familiarity and practice, I'm able to achieve and gain success throughout things that require critical thinking. In the end of the day, let us not stuck. Let's not give up. But rather, let us believe that we can do things in which we think we can. It is only yourself that tells you, you can't do this, you can't do that. But at the end of the day, if you just believe, put some effort into it, and work hard, I believe you can gain success. Critical thinking. How the heck am I supposed to get rid of you? Well, of course, you can get rid of critical thinking. That would be crazy. Or mostly a psychopath would think something like that, but I'm not a psychopath. Or maybe I am. Just kidding. But critical thinking is such a headache to me. I hate it. I despise it. But it's something we just can't get rid of. It's already normal to have critical thinking even in your everyday life. Budgeting, what to do. Am I going to do something that would benefit me and the other people around me? Well, that requires a lot of critical thinking. And of course, the decisions that you have to make in life in order to grow, to move forward, and to continue with your journey requires a lot of critical thinking. I practice. That is what I do. I practice strategy games, watching documentaries, spiritual videos, and most likely things that I can learn from books about life, about how to think like a mature person. Even though some of them are most probably biased, I know, but it still requires a lot of critical thinking in order to understand these stuffs completely, or maybe at least get the most of it out of all of these lessons that are being taught. Maybe today I suck at critical thinking. Of course I do, because I admit it. But in the words of my former professor, Dr. Ambet Ocampo, it is not history that repeats itself, but rather it is humans that repeat history. If your history is that you suck at critical thinking, make a change. Do something about it. Don't just accept your fate and be a critical thinking loser forever. Instead, use this as a motivation that this is your purpose in life. That this thing, my weakness, is something that I have to work on. And now I get to do something in order to get strong within this field. Never give up and never lose your passion with things that maybe requires critical thinking, you're almost there, and you quit just because you can't do that. No one is perfect, and most likely, you'll never be perfect for the rest of your life. That's a utopian society. But, like I said, we all have weaknesses, and we're not in a utopian world where everything is perfect. Yeah, it exists only in your imagination, but in reality, you must work hard. Make an effort, and of course, do your best. Fall a lot of times, get up one last time. Tell yourself, you can do this, and most likely, you'll succeed. Thank you.